Sometimes you see artists doing really nice in the crypto space and we're tempted to think they just came out of nowhere. But then most of the time, that's not really true. Today, we're going to be talking about a very great artist called Sam Spratt. Sam Spratt is a wonderful artist. In fact, one of the most well-rounded we have in the space right now, but he really doesn't make too much noise. I first found out about Sam Spratt many years ago when I was listening to music. I found Sam listening to music from the iconic rapper himself, Logic. I remember looking at new releases from the stables of Logic, and I would always see consistent art being presented as the song covers. It was the same for the albums, and all of these were art so well done that they explained what exactly Logic was rapping about in the most minute level of detail. I was blown away. I was really curious about what went on in the mind of this Sam guy, so I went on to Twitter and searched out every piece on him I could find. I was blown away. Beautiful works, done with the brushstroke quality of masters you read about in books. But this was digital art, made with some sort of a digital pen. It blew my mind. Sam Spratt was born in Eugene, Oregon, and has had one of the most recurring childhood many great artists have. He started from making doodles on his notebooks and spending time trying to make the most of anything related to drawing or making sketches in school. In his words, I found an odd sense of accomplishment getting grades for drawings of vases and faces versus math or whatever. That base structure built up to him attending the Savannah College of Art and Design, headquartered in Atlanta, Georgia. Of course, some of his development path and his renewed interest he credits to the people around him, but we cannot ignore the will of the artist to stay consistent and improving. That's exactly what he has done. It's a much similar story with how he met the rapper called Logic, and has turned out to be the creative handler for all his songs and album art. It is just a sum of connections built over natural events, and that is what makes it even more beautiful. Reading up about Sam Spratt brings up words like self-loathing, trying, failing upwards, and if that's not inspiration enough, then I don't know what else is. He's currently based in Brooklyn, New York, where he creates beautiful art from his studio over there. The story of Sam Spratt now is the iconic artist that has successfully transitioned from finding his voice through art to creating mainstream art to being flexible enough to embrace the new art revolution with NFTs. I think that's a beautiful story, one you should own as well, and we have Lupify to thank for that. Displayed most recently on Cartography of the Mind on Christie's, Sam has done work for artists like 070 Shake, TY $, Logic, Marvel, Netflix, gaming companies like Rockstar Games, brands like Budweiser, Rolling Stone, National Geographic, and so on. In words of Sam, perfection is nonsense. Nothing will ever be perfect. I hope we do get a chance to talk about Sam later in the future, but then, for now, stay positive. I'm David Ofiari again. See you next time.